Rolly Romero has just shocked the entire boxing world and really flipped it on its head. He just defeated Ryan Garcia via unanimous decision in the Times Square fight in New York City, in a fight that I don't think anyone predicted this outcome. I know people thought, hey, maybe Rolly had a chance as a puncher. A decision win for Rolly? People weren't expecting this. They thought the upsets would come in the Tiafimo fight or maybe the Devin Haney fight, not the Ryan Garcia fight, and not so dominantly from Rolly Romero. Rolly has just canceled probably any plans of a Garcia versus Haney rematch. What's next? I mean, this is incredible. Let's talk about this. Is Rolly Romero gets the upset. I didn't think I was going to be saying those words. If you look at my preview, I thought Ryan Garcia was going to win by knockout in the first half of the fight. That wasn't the case. In fact, it was almost opposite, as Rolly was the one who dropped Ryan Garcia in the second round. And after that, the fight completely changed. It was a completely different fight as Ryan became gun shy. Ryan was scared to throw. And personally, I didn't think Rolly's power was going to translate. He had trouble translating power from 135 to 140. I thought there was no way the power was going to translate from 140 to 147. It did, because Ryan Garcia wouldn't throw anything. That left hook, non-existent for about, I'd say, until the end of the fight. When he was in the 12th round, he threw a couple left hooks. That wasn't it, because it was Rolly, if I remember correctly, countering a Ryan left hook with his double hook, his own double left hook that dropped Ryan. Again, this is something I did not see coming at all. I didn't see Rolly having enough power to drop Ryan. I thought Ryan being at 147, he was going to be sturdy, legs under him, everything was going to be good. Not the case at all. Granted, after the rest of the fight, he didn't really get wobbled too much, but it was clear that the power that Rolly had was affecting him. Ryan did not want to throw. And I did say this, obviously I was wrong about that portion of my preview, but what I did say for Ryan Garcia was, hey, if someone takes away the left hook, what else do you have? I asked that. Okay, maybe he can throw more of a right hand. Well, let's see. This happened in the fight. Ryan, left hook, non-existent because he didn't want to get countered by Rolly. So he threw the jab a little bit. The jab was okay, but he didn't follow it up. So I believe it was Mike Coppinger on the broadcast who said, I'd like to see the jab and then a right hand, a 1-2, just a simple 1-2. Ryan wasn't doing that. He wasn't throwing combinations. He'd throw a jab that Rolly was eating, and you have to give credit to Rolly because those look like hard jabs. And Rolly, he'd wipe his nose with his glove, and he'd just keep moving forward. Rolly, he had a game plan, and he stuck with it. He slowed the pace of this fight down. It really wasn't, after the knockdown, really wasn't an entertaining fight, kind of like how the other two fights were before it. And we'll talk about that in a separate video. But afterwards, it kind of turned into just back and forth. Ryan, is he going to throw? And then when he wouldn't, Rolly would throw a few times within the round and not steal the round, but make it look like, oh yeah, that was easily a Rolly round. Ryan was just inactive. He did not want to throw punches and get potentially countered with the power of Rolly Romero. Again, this is something that never would have thought, I never would have thought was going to be possible in this fight. I truly thought Ryan Garcia was going to get Rolly out of there. I think I predicted maybe in 4 rounds because I thought Rolly wasn't going to have the chin nor the power to keep up with Ryan Garcia. Wow. Shocking. And Derek James's trainer, he was telling Ryan all the right things. And I've been a fan of Derek James. I know he's had a bad rap for losing the big fights. Earl Spence fight happened. Jermell Charlo, he was telling Charlo all the right things. Charlo just wasn't in there trying. Hey, Frank Martin, he was telling Frank Martin the right things against Gervonta Davis. Frank Martin just off the game plan in the ring. Again, Derek James was telling Ryan the right things. Ryan just wasn't letting his hands go. And I wondered because after the Devin fight, before the Devin fight, personally, I was like, I don't think Ryan's that great. Yes, he had the fight against Oscar Duarte that he won after the Tank loss. But I was like, he's been dropped before. He's not the greatest. And then the whole atmosphere and the 3 knockdowns and the whole scene that was the Devin Haney fight, that really clouded my judgment. I mean, I don't want to do too much Monday morning quarterbacking of going back and saying, oh, we were wrong about Ryan Garcia all along. Hey, but let's go Go back, okay? He doesn't. That Devin Haney fight, no contest. Let's look at his career. Yes, he's had some electrifying knockouts when he was younger. Other than that, what's on his resume? Dorte was a nice win. Obviously, Devin Haney happened, but now you have to look at that through another lens. Like, oh, truthfully, I didn't think the Austrian played too much of effect. I think it was more of Devin Haney not protecting himself from the left hook. That was the main reason he lost that fight. But you see Rolly Romero, to a degree, he might have outboxed how Devin Haney boxed Ryan Garcia, right? This is something I just didn't ever anticipate happening. I thought it was more likely Devin Haney was going to lose his fight and ruin the rematch than Ryan Garcia losing to Rolly. What's crazy, if you remember, they talked about Isaac Pitbull Cruz fighting Ryan Garcia in this fight. And then they landed on Rolly, and it was like, okay, that makes more sense because Rolly's the easier option. It's a comeback fight. Rolly proved it was not an easy option. He got the W in this fight. What's next? For Rolly, heck, let's line him up against Devin Haney. Devin Haney didn't look great. Devin Haney's going to 47 anyway. Let's throw him against Devin Haney because, Rolly, even though he got this win, he's not even touching Boots Ennis. Brian Norman Jr., I think Brian Norman is able to get him out of there. Let's throw him in against Devin Haney. Devin Haney wants to rise up and face these elite guys at 47. All right, let's see what you do at 47 in your first fight against Rolly Romero now. It was going to be against Ryan Garcia. Ryan ruined that opportunity, and Devin didn't look great either. Why not throw him in against Rolly Romero? There's been history there. I don't want to see the rematch between Devin and Ryan. I thought both fighters did not look good. Devin obviously got the win. Rolly defeated Ryan Garcia. But man, the rematch is, in my opinion, dead. Another turkey fight where he's thinking too far in the future and his plans get spoiled by an upset. What's next for both guys? Ryan Garcia, he wanted to get out that ring ASAP. We saw calm Ryan. Maybe he needs to be back against the wall, geeked up to a degree. I'm not sure. But what a performance from Rolly Romero. He dropped Ryan, and then he stuck to the game plan all throughout, limiting Ryan Garcia. Ryan wasn't throwing. Ryan just did not want to throw. He was limiting Ryan Garcia in that fight. Let me know in the comments below if you thought this was going to happen. I certainly didn't. I'll raise my hand up and say, nope, I thought Ryan was going to get him out of there early. Not the case in the slightest. All the props, all the shout outs have to go to Rolly Romero. What a performance. As he played spoiler to that Ryan versus Devin rematch. And for Devin, he's got to feel a little vindicated now. Hey, this dude was on Austrian. Remember that when he fought me, he tested positive. Again, I think it was the left hook that caused, the result in that fight. But Rolly said, I don't care about that. I'm going to come in and I'm going to do my job. I'm going to handle my business. And he did. Knocked him down with the double left in the second round. And after that, almost it was smooth sailing for Rolly Romero. What a performance. Let me know in the comments. Did you see this happening? And two, what do you want to see both fighters do? Do you want to see a rematch between Ryan and Rolly? Do you want to see a rematch between Ryan and Devin? Or heck, do you want to see Rolly versus Devin? Let me know in the comments below. Hey, that's all I got for you. Rolly Romero with the upset win, shocking the boxing world tonight against Ryan Garcia. That's all I got for you. This has been the Never Drop Podcast. I'm Luke Backman. Peace. I'm out.